Hey everyone, I'm very fired up for the read today. I was reading through this all last night and I got a few things I want to hit on as I read, so let's jump in. It's Colossians 3. If then you are raised with Christ, seek those things which are above. So we're supposed to seek the things that are above. Where Christ is, that's where He is. So we need to focus and seek those things that are above. Sitting in Christ, is sitting at the right hand of God. Set your mind on the things above, not on the things of earth, on the earth. So we're supposed to seek the things that are above and set our mind on the things that are above, not on things here. For you died, and your life is hidden with Christ in God. So, are you dead? Is the old man dead? Because if that old man is dead and you have died, your life is now hidden with Christ in God. When Christ, who is our life appears, then you also will appear with Him in glory. Therefore, put to death your members which are on the earth. And now Paul's going to give us examples. What are we putting to death? What members are we putting to death? Fornication. And I'm going to read some definitions on some of these John MacArthur has in his study Bible here. So fornication, uncleanness. And now he said an uncleanness, also translated impurity. This term goes beyond sexual acts of sin to encompass evil thoughts and intentions as well. So uncleanness, passion, evil desire. Okay, now in regards to passion and evil desire, it says similar terms that refer to sexual lust. Passion is the physical side of that vice, and evil desire is the mental side. And covetousness, which is idolatry. Now, John MacArthur says in that, also rendered greed. It means to have more. It is an insatiable desire to gain more, especially the things that are forbidden. In regards to which is idolatry, it says when people engage in either greed or sexual sins, Paul has cataloged, they follow their desires rather than God, in essence worshiping themselves, which is idolatry. Right? So, verse 6, because of these things, the wrath of God is coming upon the sons of disobedience. Now, I don't want to make this into, NIV versus King James, ESV versus, I don't want to do that here, but it is interesting to point out, and actually it is kind of troubling to me to point out that in both the NIV and the ESV, which I checked out last night, it says in verse 6, because of these things the wrath of God is coming. And it ends there. But some of the commentary on that, my ESV study Bible, talks about for those that continue in disobedience. So I don't like the way that it is just assumed that people would recognize that. Because to me, it just says, because of these things the wrath of God is coming. It doesn't get personal and it doesn't get specific to me, but when you say, because of these things, the wrath of God is coming upon the sons of disobedience, now we're getting specific. Now we're saying, okay, who are the sons of disobedience? They are those that continue to practice the things that are outside the will of God. You are being disobedient to God. So you are a son and a daughter of disobedience. And the wrath of God is coming. I just think it hits it harder. That's what I'm saying. Okay, so verse 7, in which you yourselves once walked when you lived in them. Okay, now Paul is talking about believers here, two believers in Colossians, but he says he makes no exception. You yourselves once walked when you lived in them. Nobody's excluded. We all walked it out. We all were walking for the flesh. Okay, so But now, verse 8, but now you yourselves are to put off all these: anger, wrath, malice, blasphemy. Now in blasphemy, and I did some digging on this, and it says the normal translation when the word when this word refers to God. But here, since it refers to people, it is better translated slander. Okay, to slander people. So put that away. Okay, what else? Filthy language out of your mouth. So you want to have the argument whether you can swear and be profane? It makes it pretty clear here. Put that away. That's gone. Filthy language out of your mouth goes away. Okay. Do not lie to one another, since you have put off the old man with his deeds, and have put on the new man, who is renewed in the knowledge according to the image of him who created him. And I just want to make one point on that last thing, and I'm done. When I used to preach in the prison, we had a room of like 140 inmates, and they very rarely did the whole crowd get excited, amped up, and hollering for something that they got excited about. But I was preaching on this, and I said something that they all got fired up about, and it's not hard to know why when I share it with you. Here's the deal. Those inmates, they had to all wear gray sweatshirts, gray sweatpants, okay? But in the wintertime, obviously, they had to have warmer clothes on, so they had a light blue puffy jacket and bright orange, like hunter orange, stocking caps. So they'd come across the yard. Man, it was cold when you walk across that yard. Just any wind would just bite you. But they'd come in and they'd have their big puffy light blue orange jackets on and their orange caps on. And I was talking about this, and I said, when you guys leave here, you're never going to wear a light blue jacket again. And they just went nuts. Like, no way. They're just like hooting and hollering, and yep. You know, that's the excitement we got to have when we take off the old man and put on the new man. I'm not putting him on again with the same enthusiasm and excitement that these prisoners had, knowing that, hey, when I get out there and I get a choice about what I'm going to wear, it's not going to be a light blue jacket and an orange cap. And they're going to put that off. They're going to take it off. When they leave those gates, they're going to take that jacket off one more time. I mean, hopefully they won't be back. But in their mind, you know, they're not planning on being back, but in their mind, they're taking that jacket off one more time, and it's not going on again. That's the idea we got to have when we say, off with the old, on with the new. I'm not putting that old man on again. I'm not going back to the slop of the putrid mess I was before. I'm going to set my mind on the things above, where I live in Christ, in Him, through Him, He and me, and that's it. All right, peace. God bless you all. We'll see ya.